Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we did two of the paralogs for Sigurd and Leif. For Sigurd's paralog, we had to fight okay, we didn't have to, but we had to fight two extremely strong mages that had 3 and 2 crystals respectively. And then later on we encountered Sigurd. He just kind of Leroy Jenkins, ran straight for us, and then kind of isolated himself, and we kind of surrounded him and beat him up. And then for Leif, we had to get around a lot of these ballista units, these archers that made it really hard to use flying units. And as we were making our way there, we essentially just kind of beat up Leif after he had his horde of mage cavalries go for us. So that was really scary. But today we are going to tackle a divine paralog. But before then, I saved some of the Bong conversations for now. So let's see what supports we have this time. Okay, we have an okay amount. Let's see, Dennis and Lyndon. The experimental duo. Let's see.
My, but you're a quick study, Divine One.
I have a good teacher.
Ha ha. Cheap flattery won't win me over. But I never thought I'd live to see this day.
What was he teaching again? I thought you were just experimenting on him. Kind of forgot.
A former royal knight of Elusia sitting with the divine dragon for a chance. If I could somehow go back and tell my younger self about it, I don't think I'd believe me.
Something on your mind?
Just a request of the divine dragon from someone who has been around a while. Stay alive, no matter what foulness you see in this life.
We try our best. I try to keep everyone alive.
Lyndon?
Among my many days were some so trying that I was tempted to give up and die. But something always came along afterward that made me glad I lived to see it. My friendship with you, Divine One, rates high among those happy occasions.
I'm touched that you'd say so.
Push hard through those bleakest of nights toward the dawn where things seem brighter. If there's one bit of wisdom I'd want today's youth to heed from me, it's that.
Okay, yeah. This is kind of like he sounds like a boomer saying like, I want to pass on my wisdom, but he has a very, very good point. And you know what? As probably the oldest member in our group, other than people who have like otherworldly blood, such as like, Dennis and Tiki or some other, I don't think there are any other units that are like supernaturally old. Lyndon seems to be the oldest person here, and then maybe Saphir afterwards.
I'll take it to heart. Although, I should mention, Lyndon, you talk a lot about how long-lived you are. But you realize I'm actually far older, right?
I suppose you are at that. You see, every day's a surprise.
Okay, that was pretty nice. Kind of wanted to see some more experimentation, but that was pretty nice. Diamant and Saphir. Ooh, I really like this one.
Saphir, any chance I can talk you into that sparring match today?
My stance hasn't changed, Prince Diamant. I don't feel ready.
Even if you don't think you're ready, I'd still like to test your current skills.
If you insist, it'd be rude to turn you away. But if I win, will you hear me out on something?
If you'd rather just chat, we don't need to spar.
I don't want to discuss this unless I win. Wouldn't feel right.
Interesting. It's a deal then.
I wonder if this has to do with Morian. Maybe she feels like she has to beat King Morian or something, and she's trying to do it through Diamant? I have no idea.
You actually beat me. I knew you were strong, but I clearly underestimated you. Alright, a deal is a deal. What did you want to talk about?
Right. Okay. When I was a child, Elusia attacked and destroyed my home village. I survived basically by luck. My parents, my friends, they were all killed. There was nothing I could do. I was powerless. That feeling haunts me to this day. It makes me want to scream and tear my heart out.
I felt a similar kind of pain myself.
That pain is why I train the way I do. Only strength can free me from it.
It's royals like me who declare wars. the citizens and soldiers are the ones who suffer. Your training may keep innocent Brodians safe someday. That's the greater meaning behind it.
Thank you, Prince Diamant. It does feel good to get that off my chest. I'm going to overcome this weakness, no matter what it takes.
Okay, they went in a different direction than I thought, but still a pretty good one. Saline and Fogato. Fogato just hitting on Saline. Let's see how this turns out.
Do you ever get the sense that you and I are quite similar?
No.
I was just thinking that. We look and act completely different, and yet for some reason, we understand each other.
Yes, I know precisely what you mean.
I guess it makes sense if you think about it. We are in similar situations. Each of us is second in line to the throne, the sovereign siblings.
Indeed. Ever since childhood, I have endeavored to grow into a role where I might support the king.
Same here. I've spent my whole life thinking of ways to help my sister. That meant becoming stronger than she was, training harder than she did, leaving the palace to resolve conflicts around the queendom.
I suspected as much. Likewise, I honed my swordsmanship and magical prowess to support my sickly brother. But wouldn't you know it, just when I thought I'd strengthened myself enough, my brother seemed to make a full recovery.
And you didn't know whether to cheer or break down sobbing. We really are alike.
We both dearly love our siblings as we love our nations.
And to protect what we love, we'd be willing to do the unthinkable.
Precisely. Neither of us would hesitate to employ less than peaceful means.
Good. Each of us knows what a monster the other can be.
It's for that reason that I see any path putting us in conflict with Solm as risky indeed.
In that case, let's stay friends.
May we find a path forward together.
Oh man, this one, that was kind of tense, man. It's like I know everything you're capable of, and vice versa. So, let's just not attack each other, please. Okay, Saphir and Linden, last one.
Saphir, may I speak to you for a moment?
Of course, Linden. What is it?
Your guess that I was an Aleutian soldier about 30 years ago was correct. That said, my tour of duty never brought me to any rural fishing villages.
You looked into this.
Ah.
Into where I'm from.
Wow, this connects with Diamant again, because Saphir was talking about how her village was raided by the Illusion army, but she wanted to make sure that she wasn't allying with someone who essentially ruined her family, or maybe potentially her life as well.
Indeed.
All right, I'll say it. Illusia attacked my home village 30 years ago. A lot of folks were killed, my parents included. It's not that I'm on a revenge quest or anything. I haven't been searching for their killers. But if you were a soldier in Illusia at that time, I couldn't help but wonder.
No, your suspicions are only natural. I would wonder the same thing in your shoes.
I still shouldn't have asked. We're on the same side now. There's no need to dig this up.
If you want to hate me, Saphir, you have the right. Even if you wanted me dead, I'd allow it if it would ease your pain.
What? Why would you say that?
Because I mean it. I may not have done any harm to your parents personally, but I was a soldier in that war. I can easily see a world in which it was I who ended your parents' lives. I am a man long past his prime. I'd happily go to my end if it would bring you relief. And although words can change nothing now, I do apologize. I am truly, profoundly sorry.
This ties in with Linden's support with Dennis as well, because he was talking about how there were many times where he was just kind of willing to throw away his life because he wasn't sure whether or not it was going to get any better.
I can't do this. Excuse me.
Oh dear.
Yep, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'm glad I got to see that one. Okay, well, time to head to the Divine Paralogs map and choose a random one because I don't know which map leads to what. Oh wait, I forgot. I didn't only have supports, I had bond conversations too. Let's tackle those. We have Chloe and Veronica.
How marvelous! A princess from a magical bracelet! Please tell me all about your world.
I never noticed this because I've always done the supports and bonds in the Somnial, but if you do it in the overworld map screen, then you retain whatever music is playing. So if we were to do this in a battle map, then we probably get the battle map music. At least for I guess for bonds with the rings.
There is nothing in Embla. Nothing at all. Firene is quite bountiful in comparison.
Level up to level 5. Ooh, we'll be able to get appraisal maybe. Diamant and Ike at A rank. Oh, this one's such a good duo.
Improving my kingdom, surpassing my father as king. I'm not sure I can actually do all of that.
Don't worry about can or can't. You just have to do it. That's what
Do
dedicated
it!
training is for, right? To make sure you reach your goals.
That's exactly right. I like talking to you, Ike.
Ike was also trying to surpass his father. Okay, bond level 20. Yunaka and Korin.
I worry about you, Yunaka. Sometimes you seem to be forcing yourself. Trying too hard.
These are like the 2 units that I send off in the middle of nowhere just to be attacked because they can either tank it or they can kill everyone and dodge everything. So even though I should probably spread around the emblem, I kind of want to keep these 2 emblems on these 2 characters.
I appreciate the concern, Corin. You're not wrong. There are times when I put up a front, but that front is just as real to me as the person I am underneath. And it's who I choose to be.
I respect that choice more than I can say. If it ever gets to be too much, please lean on me.
I feel like I don't remember the other bond conversations they had, but that felt like one that could be replaced with any other emblem. And Fogado and Lynn.
Are you truly a prince? Really? I'm sorry. It's just I still find it hard to believe.
Sheesh. When you ask like that, I start to doubt it myself. I mean, I am the Prince of Sohm, right?
I mean, Lynn was technically the same way. Bond 5. Alright, like I said before, I have no idea which one is which. There's a volcano. Let's see if the description has any indication. A bracelet has been sighted in the cavern of molten lava. Let's see, the other 3 emblems are Hector, Camilla, and Soren. I don't remember there being a volcano in Fates. I didn't play enough of Path of Radiance or Blazing Blade to know if there was a volcano in either of them. Let's check the other ones. We have this, the Berserker's Hollow. Dank Cave filled with miasma. I feel like there might have been a place like this in Fates. I'm not 100% sure. And the last one we have is all the way over here. Underground Passage. Yeah, I have no idea. You know what? Let's just go in that order. We'll start with the volcano. Alright, let's head into it. The Radiant Strategist. Oh, it's Soren. Cool.
This place is sweltering. Are you sure there's an emblem bracelet here?
Goddamn hot.
Ah, yes, I found it. This is the bracelet of the strategist.
That's a relief. Thank you, Tiki. I'll summon the emblem right away.
I'm gonna have to throw throw Ike at him.
Acumen.
Acumen. I'm gonna smack you with my book.
So, it's finally happened. I can't say I've been looking forward to this.
Why did you do this? I don't want to work for you.
Hi there. Thanks for answering our summons. I'm the Divine Dragon.
I am Soren. I suppose you're here to ask for my aid. I would prefer it if you'd bother someone else.
What?
Just
There is
leave me
only
alone.
one person who commands my loyalty. You are not him.
But I have him in my party.
Please, don't say that. We need your help.
Yet you seem reluctant to force me to give it. That seems to be your only available course of action if you really are so desperate.
That's a fair point, but I'd really rather come to an agreement.
Very well. Prove you're strong enough to be worth my time, and I'll consider it.
Really? You will?
You don't seem the type to take no for an answer, so it appears I have little choice.
If I go back to sleep, you'll just wake me up again.
Even so, I'm very glad. Thank you, Emblem Soren.
I only said I would consider it. Not exactly a paragon of listening skills, are you?
What? What? Ooh, this is a really unique looking map. It kind of like not zigzag. It goes in a diagonal. There are 2 chests, I think. Yep, 2 chests. So we'll try to reach those as soon as possible. Where is Soren? He's probably all the way in the bottom left or something. Yep, right here. Alrighty. I wonder what the gimmick for this one. All the DLC maps have gimmicks, and honestly, they've been pretty fun, so I kind of like them. What level are these things? 12, probably upgraded class. Yeah, like Swordmaster, etc. I hope there aren't too many archers. Those are always the bane of my existence because I use a lot of flying units. Okay. I only see 1 archer, this dude. How many units can we bring? That's a decent amount. So like, this is kind of like the amount I usually expect now. So this seems to be potentially my party for the rest of the game. It's been pretty good so far. Trying to figure out what's the best way to approach this. Probably gonna split my team into 2 and go left and right at the same time. I probably want some flying units on both sides, but yeah, let's just actually wait. Bam.
Let us be done with this then.
What? Oh god. Whoa. Oh, they hit those areas. Oh.
Volcanic bombs. Avoid any areas where it looks like they might fall.
Volcanic bombs. Falling volcanic bombs deal damage on impact. They are guaranteed to fall wherever you see the magma craters, so keep your allies off of them. Units on craters will also take damage. Defeat Emblem Soren. Let's go! I'm gonna pause for a little bit to let the music play out. Oh! This was the music that played that you can choose at the Amiibo Gazebo. That was a pretty good track too.
Understood.
Yanaka here.
Okay, we'll just kind of bait
My
them out
will is
first
firm.
while keeping a good distance
No
away.
mistakes.
Whoosh! Bonk. Whoosh. Oh, is this gonna happen every turn at like... Oh no, it's gonna hit all of these areas. Yeesh. Okay. Oh damn, he's so fast. 2000 G! Rescue. I'm gonna kill him.
A battle fit for bro.
You live for today. Man, their healers are working overtime. Oh, that's why they have so many. What is that? Explanation?
Smoke is obscuring our view. We should advance carefully.
Ground plus smoke. Smoke. Terrain engulfed by smoke will reduce a unit's avoid rate, defense, and resistance. Yikes, that's a lot. The smoke on this map in particular will also spread slowly over time, so be careful. Oh, will spread? Ugh. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna throw Diamant in like the middle here with a great ether.
Emblem
I'm gonna do the same with the Yunaka with the Dragon's Vein. Gonna try to use Chloe to kill this one dude. Hopefully I can kill... Ooh, it's too fast. It has a very low rate. I shouldn't have put it in the smoke before. Damn it. It's hammer time.
Me first.
Yikes. That was pretty painful. I don't know. Alright, we'll kill this armor unit. Radiant Bow seems like it's going to do very well here. Level 15. That's pretty bad. Alright, Fogado will take care of another one.
Let's have some fun.
With a 7% crit.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God, that was tough. Alright, Alchris, hit this one unit. Luna crit, nice.
I'm still alive?
Boy did not miss. I feel like I say this every episode because it's true. Alright, enemy phase. Oh no, that hit Diamant too. Even though he wasn't on the crater, but he was close enough, I guess. Oh no, we're in the range of the mages that can... The stave units that can do that stuff. Ah, shucks.
A right and proper end.
Oh, that's what they mean by fog.
I won't let anyone.
This Ragnall hit a lot less people than I thought it would. Ooh, they're really tanky. As expected. Okay, we need to go for this dude. This is not much damage. I can just hope for a crit. Even so, it's not going to be enough damage, but it'll be something. Ah, shucks. 2 chances. Sandstorm or crit will be good. Alright, perfect. Okay, we got rescue, which is great. The Radiant Bow is doing good work because it's magical. Trusty Flame Lance will always do a good amount of damage against the armored units. Okay, this side should be complete.
Me first. Simple enough.
Oh, I hit the wrong person. Why would you heal? Why would you turn that way? Actually, Alchris also has a Radiant Bow. Maybe he can hit them with it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll help.
Alright, here is the plan. I'm gonna hit this dude with the Levin sword and hope that he's within range so that he can help Ivy when Ivy uses the Thoron, because Ivy is missing just that much damage to kill it. See, like, if Ivy hits a Thoron, it's missing 4 HP. That's just enough for a chain attack, so I need a chain attack to hit. Monty. No! Ah, man, alright. Well, we'll get him next time. On 3. Oh, lineage.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Can Yunaka do this? Can she? Yeah, she can. She's good. She's good. Oh, I forgot about the volcano. Oh, crap. Oh god, that does a lot more. I thought Ivy's resistance was much higher than that.
Obvious. Look what you made me do. Another kill for me.
Oh!
Dropped your guard.
Did we just attack from a range of 3? Wait. No, we did not. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god, that was scary. Oh, wait, what? This one has a crystal. I didn't even notice that. This one also has a crystal. It missed, but it was actually just a parry. Oh god, there's more fog. Okay, we're in pretty bad shape here on the right side, but it's still manageable. I can kill this one this time.
I will not lose.
Okay, we got the 2,000 gold. I'm gonna chuck this axe at him. Go!
I had to stop you.
Oh, crud. This thing has a crystal. I forgot about it.
I'm still alive?
Okay. That means we're not gonna have a good opportunity to heal. And that also means I have to attack her with the Excalibur. Oh, but that will kill. So what I'll have to do instead is use Engage and use Claude's bow. Do I have it? No, I do not. So I'll have to use a combat art and hit them with the bow.
I'm here.
Oh god, please. Yes, a crit. I was hoping it hit, but that's even better. Wait, did she say that's a loser for us? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Heal up. God, there's an army of things here. Most importantly, I'll have to take care of this thing. You know what? Fogado can probably snipe snipe this thing, so we'll go at it from a different angle for now. Well, 25% chance to crit. Better than nothing.
Give it up.
Yes! Level up. Ooh, great level up. Gonna whack him.
Who's next?
Okay, and then Fogado can now snipe him. Astra Storm.
Watch this.
So this fabrication is down. We'll kill this sword user. Hopefully. Alright.
And they lived happily ever after.
Chloe levels up. Ooh, she gets skill at rank 5. I mean level 5. Air raid. Staff proficiency. You're gonna move her, scooch over a little bit. They're gonna kill this mage unit. Yunaka levels up. Level 22. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Okay, this opens up a lot of space so that whew, okay, so I can heal with Hortensia without worrying too much. And I can bring Seadoll over so that Hortensia can do a little bit more healing as well. Alright. Now it's the enemy phase after the volcano erupts. Volcano's like, yeah, screw you in particular. Oh, they're breaking us.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
Okay, first things first, I gotta heal up Diamant. He's really getting low on health there. Oh, Alchris can actually hit one of these. Oh, look at this brave bow damage. Damn.
I'm sorry.
All right, we finally got rid of one of those staff units, which they were so annoying. Oh my god. I'm gonna put the Yunaka right here in Dragon Vein. So clog that up. I have Psychic. Do not. Let's try to kill one of these with Radiant Bow. Nice.
I can't retreat now.
Level 16. Better than your last one, but still pretty bad. Flame Lance.
I'm sorry.
I'll put her right here because I don't think that this unit is going to kill. Oh wait. Oh, you can see two. You can see two other units in the back.
Grant me strength.
I'll do this and equip the sword on her, the Noble Rapier. That way she doesn't get broken by the axe units that will come in. Gonna mend Yunaka because she definitely needs some healing. And you know what? I might engage with Rosado as well, just to do something. Grant a divine blessing while I still can. Bomb level up, level 7. And like that, it should be the volcano's turn in 1 second. Yep, now it's the volcano's turn.
Time to finish the job. You're dead.
Oh my god, you managed to kill this. Wow. Oh, that horse dude is dead.
Winning.
Yeah. Okay, that one healer, that one mage did so much more damage than I thought it would. Oh no, there are more and more spots. Alchris can actually snipe this one too, but it won't be enough damage to kill. You know what? I'll just put Diamant right here, because he's gonna need the Emblem Energy anyways. I'll kill this one with the baloney. Never mind, it has 1 HP left. Kill it with Alchris instead.
I'm still alive?
Damn.
They lived happily ever after.
Oh god, I was gonna kill one of these. Holy crap. 64 damage per hit. Look at that. I don't understand the scaling for the Radiant Bow, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Ooh, Killer Lance. This has the potential to kill, but I don't think it's going to.
I don't do murder.
Crit?
Bye-bye now.
Oh! Okay, double crit will do it. I need a Sandstorm and a crit, or a double crit, or potentially a double Sandstorm, depending on how much Sandstorm does, but I genuinely did not think it was gonna kill it. Oh Alright, this axe unit is dead. And that kind of clears up the left side, so left side is looking pretty good. Oh, that was a terrible level up, but I guess Seedall doesn't really need stats too badly. Okay, the map color has finally cleared up. We don't have to look at the same shading. Alright, enemy phase. Oh, Soren's coming in.
You always did like making things difficult.
Ike's like, hey, what's up?
Ike? Let's see if this is good enough for you.
Stop! You don't have to prove yourself to me!
Wait! He's hitting Diamant from where? How? Oh wait, does he have Meteor? If he does, that would explain it. Okay, are there gonna be reinforcements? There are always reinforcements, who am I kidding? Oh no, there isn't. Now that is a surprise. Wait, I gotta look at Soren. Is bolting, which is a 3 to 10 range. Can I follow up? Long range thunder magic. Wow. Okay then, I thought I was safe from this range. I am most definitely not. In fact, nobody is safe. Excalibur.
My turn. Not over yet.
That was a nervous wreck of a laugh if I've heard one. Alcris is gonna get hit by the lava next turn, but oh well.
I'm here. I can help.
I really need to heal. Oh no, I can't reach. Here. I'm afraid that he's gonna snipe Saline. That is my biggest fear. Because I thought I was gonna be able to reach her with Ivy, but that does not seem to be the case. There are units down here. Their extreme range is just so terrifying. I'll just move people up. Might as well summon a unit. You know, we'll bring an axe unit. I'm usually short on axe units.
You will be mine.
That's a 3-star for you. There's no poof. Elgato's gonna go get that Emblem Energy. Ooh, wait. You know, I have an idea. We'll do a great sacrifice so that I can heal up Saline and then heal up Hortensia with Ivy. So yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, volcano time. Oof. Alcrest, no! I wonder if the volcano can kill you. Ah, got them too. Whoa, what did you just do? Oh, now I have to check out what that was. God, there's more and more. Oh my god, Hortensia got hit much harder than I thought. Okay, so he's not getting a reinforcement, so that's a good look.
Let's be careful.
I can probably snipe some of these out, actually. Oh, he gave everyone Chain Guard? Is that what it is? Staff of Emblem Soren. Allies within 2 spaces gain deals 50% of magic damage taken back to foe. Oh, wow, that is really good. If I were to do something, I would try to kill the healer, but I cannot reach. We'll kill this one at least.
Tedious creatures.
We'll Radiant Bow some of these people. Killer Lance, let's go.
So gonna crush
Nice.
That was fun. Thanks.
Whack. Oh, we get to heal ourselves as well. Nice. She's all back. Level 16. Ooh, great level up. Got magic, dex, and speed, and resistance. This one's down. Level 19. So she's almost maxed out for her level. Bond 4. Bogard. I'm gonna have Rosado park here because he can get Emblem Energy and then have him be danced. Hit this one dude. You know what? It's time to engage.
Stand down.
Great Ether. Yes, Levin Sword can reach. Okay, volcano time. Bonk. Okay, volcano cannot kill units. Uh-oh. Crap. They're slapping him back and forth. What am I supposed to do? You could visibly see him just not move. Cataclysm. Oh snap! Oh, is that gonna kill? No. Okay, wait. What was happening? I do not know what just happened. Oh God, more. Okay, this should actually kill some of the units. Nice. 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 Alright, 2 of the units were killed. Now it's our turn. What's Cataclysm? It does not show here. Oh, wait, no. Used to attack foes in an area with fire, thunder, and wind magic at 40% damage. Oh, so it's an AoE. Wind is effective against flying. And okay, I see. I see. Hit it with the flame lance.
I'll help.
Are you finished?
Level 8. Oh, Soren can't fight back because his weapon is a range of 3 to 10. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ah! Alright, 2 chances. I think if we crit once, then we take away a life bar. Damn it. Yes! Oh, it hit a 16% chance. Good job, Rosado. Go, hit him. You won't be missed.
I'm here.
Oh my god. You know, of all times for the enemy to hit a crit, I'm glad it was on our fabrication. Let's go. Killer bow. Alright. This is one of the first times when Saline is out of range, so I can't actually use the goddess dance. Unfortunately. Alchris, hit him with the radiant bow and kill this unit.
I'll help. I will protect everyone.
Alright, Ike, hit your boy toy. Oh my god, that's so much damage. You know, I'll actually save that for later. Let's see this dialogue.
The time has come to unleash all my power.
Show us what you've got, Emblem Soren. Give us the chance to prove that we are worthy allies.
I'm gonna unleash all my power as I can't hit you. Oh, stop it! It's not fair.
We're not done yet.
Gotta kill everyone on the map. No survivors needed.
Unforgivable.
Alright. Well, Soren, what I gotta say? Should've just joined the party when you saw Ike. But boy!
I'll go first.
Hope this crits. Oh, no, it doesn't. So that's what a Ragnall attack looks like? I never noticed. It doesn't look that good. Chloe and Veronica were the MVPs. Cool, stage clear.
That's enough. Let's end it here.
Stop, it hurts.
Don't look so nervous. You performed rather well.
Does that mean you'll join us?
I am willing, though I suspect my involvement might cause problems for you.
What makes you say that?
Cursed
I sense
child.
you will find my advice difficult to follow. As an example, my mercenary group was tasked with sheltering the princess of a ruined country.
I remember that.
At one point, we were surrounded by enemy soldiers looking to capture her. As the group's strategist, my advice to our commander was to surrender her immediately. My logic was that, as mercenaries, gold was our priority. We had no moral obligation to her.
I remember that.
Circumstances later changed, but I stand by the advice I gave at the time.
Ike was like, ha, no, we're gonna protect her.
You're right to think I would disagree with that advice, but wrong to think I wouldn't value it. Difficult decisions need to be looked at from every angle. So I actually think it's a good thing that we have such different perspectives.
That's a good idea to stand by. Even if people have different ideas, it's still worth looking into.
I could debate you on that point, but I don't see it getting us anywhere.
He's like, but my opinion is that your opinion is worthless.
Let me give you this advice. Follow your own ideals.
What do you mean by that?
War is cruel. Wishful thinking won't bring you victory, but sticking to your convictions will. If war has taught me anything, it's that sheer determination can alter the course of history. So go on believing as you do. Continue forward in your own way. I will support that.
I understand. Thank you, Emblem Soren. I know there will be hard choices ahead. I'll be counting on you to help me make them. In the meantime, it's great to have you with us.
Okay.
Looks
Oh,
like
yes.
You and I get to team up again. It's good to see you, Soren.
Nice. The extra conversation.
If I'd known you were here, I'd have joined right away.
Yeah.
You should have said something sooner.
I want to fight you.
No harm in a bit of extra training.
May I ask you a favor?
Sure.
I'd like to resume my post. If you'll have me. My place is at your side.
I figured it was only a matter of time until you asked me that. Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
I trust you more than anyone. You know that.
Thank you, Ike. Serving you gives me purpose.
He's like, I won't serve anyone except for this one person. And he shows up. It's like, oh my god, Ike, what are you doing here? Don't hit me, no! Emblem Soren. Emblem Soren specializes in offensive magic and manipulating the conditions of a battle. The Sync skill, Assign Decoy, makes a designated ally more likely to be targeted by foes. He has a targetable taunt. Wow! And of course, in the image, he's using Louis because, man, when I was using him, he could block anything that had no magic on it. The Engage weapon bolting strikes distant foes with long-range thunder magic, as we saw, range 3 to 10. The Engage skill, Flare, lowers a foe's resistance and heals the unit when attacking with tomes. Wait, what? It lowers the foe's resistance and heals the unit when attacking with tomes? That's really good. I might actually put this on Ivy. It just seems really good with Ivy. The Engage attack Cataclysm strikes an area with fire, thunder, and wind magic. Yeah, that sounds really good with Ivy. And honestly, at the moment, the one I have on Ivy is just kind of like whatever emblem I have left, which was, I think at the moment, I think it's Leaf. I don't quite remember. No, I gave her Edelgard. All right, that was pretty cool. I'm really glad they didn't have reinforcements as their gimmick because pretty much every other Divine Paralog had that. And honestly, every other, like, not just Divine Paralog, but every other Paralog had something like that too. which just kind of made it more annoying than anything. Instead, this one had a mechanic that essentially gave you a time limit on the map by filling the map with more and more things that would make it more difficult as the battle went on. So that was really, I actually liked that battle a lot. Yeah, that was really cool. We can see the scenery. Oh my god, everything's red. And honestly, I can't see too much of it because there are just a bunch of boulders like in the way of everything. And that kind of describes the scenery, honestly. Lava and more rocks. So it's pretty cool, but I don't care much for it. So Soren, what do you have to say?
Not bad.
Your results here were satisfactory. I'm convinced we can help each other out. Alrighty then, let's head over to the Somnial. Let's see what the well looks like. It is glowing red. Oh, that's not that much. We have 2 novice books, a silver dagger, and a biting blade. Yeah, that's not much, unfortunately. Not this time around. Oh well, I'll live with it. Alright, I got 5 stars set up for after the next fight. Let's hope that turns out well.
Me and my muscles were hoping you'd show up.
Yeah, let's go. You know what? It's
What'll
time
it be?
to try out the push-up
How
one
hard you
on
wanna go?
expert difficulty. Because I haven't tried it, and that was the one I was really focusing on at first.
Nice. We good. You got this. Get up. Nice. We good. We good. You got this. We good. Get up. Nice. We good. Get up. We good.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so proud.
I'm surprised I even got double S. So I got 3 strength for the next
Let's
battle.
do this again sometime.
Dennis levels up to level 5, which means he gets a new skill for the hero class. What? Grave Assist. Oh, that sounds pretty good. You know what? Actually, let's see what that is. If unit is max HP, then chain attack twice. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. Well, in that case, for him, I should probably get the skill from Lucina. Rosado levels up to level 13 with an okay level up. You know what? I'm actually just gonna have Dennis equip Lucina because, admittingly, having a Crom isn't really doing much.
I'm gonna go all out. Okay. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Why does Yunaka sound like she's
What's
fighting the
this
food?
yet?
Okay, we got conversation available.
Nearly as good as I would do.
Alright, let's see what Bond and Sport conversations we have this time. 3 Bond conversations. Dennis and Crom at rank B.
I'd been hoping to get to speak with you. I feel like our bond was fated somehow.
Oh, it's with Robin this time.
Fated. I must be very lucky to be tied to a tactician like you. I look forward to talking more.
No, this is the wrong game. It's Awakening, not Fate. Level 10. Thoron. Oh, that would have been useful actually, though. Not as useful as Lucina. Hortensia and Micaiah.
I'll do my best to help you all I can, Hortensia.
I don't need you. But since you're cute, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself.
Alright, Hortensia, alright. Level 5, Skill Inheritance. Oh, wait, some of these might be really good for Hortensia, actually.
I got my eyes from my mother. It's a sign that I have what it takes to be Queen of Solm one day.
That means Fogado has what it takes to be Queen of Solm one day, too.
The brand in my eye runs in my family as well. I'm so pleased our royal families share this.
Yeah, that's a good point. Something relatively unique to Lucina, too. On 10, Parthia. She's not going to use because I equipped her on Dennis. Alright, and we got a bunch of supports. First, Alchris and Saline, level A.
This tea has a lovely fragrance and a
all
stirring
about
taste
tea.
as well.
I agree. The tea leaves are from the Brodian Highlands. They're said to be a potent sleep aid.
Truly?
You should use them more often. You can see the bags under your eyes.
Oh, you prepared this just for me, didn't you? I'm touched.
Oh, right. They had a really good bond, a really good support because it involved them essentially being worried about their brothers and confiding each other about that.
How have your dreams been lately?
No better, I'm afraid. As the war intensifies, so too do my nightmares.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, I don't think either of us will ever rule our countries.
I beg your pardon?
That came out wrong. I meant that, should the worst happen, we do our duties, but the worst isn't going to happen. We'll fight to protect them. Our brothers. Our future kings. Fear may persist in our dreams, but we won't let it affect our realities. In fact, I'll go a step further and do my best to protect Prince Alfred as well.
Oh!
He's the crown prince of an allied kingdom, so I consider him to be my brother too.
Is that a marriage proposal?
Oh wait, he might be annoyed if a weakling like me were to offer protection as a brother.
Don't be silly. Alfred would be overjoyed. I know I am. It's enough to bring me to tears. It's very reassuring to know someone so skilled as you will be watching over him.
Oh, I appreciate that you think so highly of me.
I need to see Alchris in the DLC. This is gonna be so funny.
I, in turn, will safeguard your brother, the Crown Prince Diamant. Working together to protect the future kings will benefit both our nations. I would go so far as to risk my own life for them if needed.
Princess Saline, that's not...
It isn't the normal order of things, I am aware. And yet, I suspect you would do the same, yes?
You're right, of course, but we should probably keep this agreement a secret.
Yes, indeed.
I believe we just formed an alliance that would worry most of our friends and allies.
You got that right?
And I think that because of it, my nightmares will plague me less frequently.
I think that might be true for me as well. We may never bear our own crowns, but we can certainly bear each other's burdens.
Yes. Even after the war ends, may we always act in harmony for the sake of our nations.
Yeah, they had a good support. I really liked it. Volcano and Rosado. Oh, their names rhyme. Don't know how this is gonna pan out.
Hey, Rosado. You're looking cute, as always.
Thanks so much, Prince Fogado. I'm getting cuter by the day. At this rate, I'm pretty sure I'll be gorgeous forever.
No doubt about it. I bet your cuteness stretches on in perpetuity.
You really think so? I don't know, you're not exactly selling it. I don't feel a ton of heart behind those words. They seem a little empty.
Oh, how hurtful. I'll have you know, I am nothing if not sincere.
Yeah? Prove it. Tell me how adorable I am. Say it like you mean it, and I'll believe you.
All right. You are, how to put it, as lovely as a delicate blossom in a soulmic oasis.
That's a little better. So, am I the cutest you've ever seen?
Oh, no.
No, you're going too far.
What? I'm sorry. What?
What?
You know, I just remembered something I have to do. Prince business. See you around.
Hey, wait a second. What do you mean, definitely not? How am I not the cutest? Prince Fogado, come back!
I kind of want to continue this one. That was kind of funny. Rosado just being like, what? Say that to my face, you little... Oh no, he just did. Go get him. Gold, Mary, and Fram. Very boring background.
Here we are, Fram. This is the perfect spot for apple picking.
Ooh, it's pretty. Kind of a long hike just to get some fruit to cook with, don't you think?
The best food requires the best ingredients. Gathering them takes effort.
Just getting here was a serious workout. Cooking is no joke. I can't wait to relax in a nice warm bath after I get home.
And she's gone. Haha, bye-bye, Fram. I'm leaving you here alone.
Gold Mary? What are you doing?
What's the matter?
Why are you taking your clothes off?
Wait, what?
Put them back on this instant.
I was wondering why she walked off screen. Okay.
There's a lovely spring right here. I thought I would take a quick dip.
A little warning would have been nice.
Warning for what? I was only going to rinse off. You said yourself you were looking forward to a bath after that long hike.
Sure, but I was planning on doing that when I got home. You're really comfortable enough to just take a bath out in the open?
Yes, it seems normal to me. But that's probably because I grew up in a village with hot springs.
Oh, right,
I
true.
always thought you seemed pretty shy, but it looks like I was totally wrong.
Oh, absolutely. You how did you think she was shy?
I guess that's what I get for judging by appearances, huh?
Alright, that was their C rank. I think that was the end of it. That was pretty funny. Alright, but I'm gonna end it here for today. Next time, we're going to tackle the main story. And I don't remember what we're doing in the main story. If I recall, I think we're actually going to we're going to Elusia Castle. Yeah, so next chapter will be at Elusia Castle. It's chapter 20, and I don't remember how many chapters this game has. I think, like I said before, most of the games have like an average of like 25 to 28-ish. I want to say usually 26 or 27, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're nearing like the last quarter of the game. And I feel like I've done the paralogs as well as the divine paralogs at a relatively good rate. Right now we still have 2 paralogs left, which are for Roy and Micaiah, and eventually we'll get 2 more paralogs, which would be for the 2 other rings that we have not reobtained yet, which would be Celica and Marth. So we have at least 4 more paralogs, and for divine paralogs we have 2. At this point I'm trying to do like an episode for a main story, an episode for 2 paralogs, and an episode for 1 divine paralog. So at this point it's looking pretty good. But yeah, we'll tackle Elusia Castle next time. And until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!